Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Vinyltreasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live each and every Wednesday, only here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream. Want to thank you for joining Johnny G on this February 7th, 2024 Vinyltreasure show. I can't believe we're already in the month of February 2024. It's 36 and clear here in Westchester, New York. Hopefully not too cold where you are, or hot in some areas, like maybe Arizona and maybe Texas, a little bit warmer. But welcome to the All 60s edition. We're here from 9 p.m. Eastern Time till about midnight. We'll do a little bit of overtime tonight. I have to help my mother with, she's making some Italian biscotti, but she needs me to help her to do that. So I will be we'll be here till about 12:15 or so. But welcome here. We opened up tonight's 60s edition with a group originally from Buffalo, New York. The core members of this band, we'll call it, they were Kathy Keppen and Nick Amino, and they previously were members of a group called Kathy Lynn and the Playboys, recorded for Swan Records out of Philadelphia. And their manager, his name was Tom Shannon. He was offered a job up in Detroit, Michigan, and he ended up bringing the group with him up to Detroit. And but he still kept his connection with Swan Records, which was a good thing, because he renamed the group when he moved up there to Detroit, and he named them after a street in downtown Detroit called Buena Vista. I think it was Buena Vista Avenue was at it. But they would have 3 releases on the Swan label, and that was their first from May of 1966. It was called Hot Shot, charted number 87 on Billboard, number 15 on WFUM in Miami, Florida. And they would have other releases on LaSalle and Marquee. And they also recorded for the VIP label as a LaSalle's. But anyway, there you go. We opened up with the Buena Vistas on the Swan label from May 66, a song entitled Hot Shot. Johnny G's your Hot Shot disc jockey for a Wednesday afternoon. Let's open up the vocal portion here for this singer, songwriter, and organist from Monroe, Louisiana. He signed with Stan Lewis's Ron label back in 1967. He would have a big R&B hit with his first release on the Ron label. Maybe you're familiar with the tune called Nothing Takes the Place of You, but let's give a listen to his 4th of 7 on the Ron label, a tune he co-wrote and produced from January 68. Tucson McCall on the Ron record label. It's called I'm Gonna Make Me a Woman.
I'm gonna make me a woman. I'm gonna make her well, with a smile like Mona Lisa, shaped like Jezebel. I'm gonna make me a woman, I'll make her just for me, with the soul of Aretha Franklin, true as a saint can be. Dedicated as Juliet, with the Cleopatra stay, a sharp mind like Queen Elizabeth, a walk from outer space. I gotta make me a woman, I gotta make her well. I'm tired of the same old thing, there's some change in myself. Oh, yeah.
Well, with the artificial intelligence today, it might be very simple to make yourself a woman in the near future there. There you go, from January 1968. That's Tucson McCall there on the Ron record label. That is his fourth of seven on the Ron record label, called I'm Gonna Make Me a Woman. And of course, in 1988, he made a cameo appearance in a John Waters film, Hairspray. Maybe if you saw that flick, Hairspray, and he was lip syncing to his first release on the Ron label, called Nothing Takes the Place of You. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. If you're new to the program, I'm broadcasting live on Oldies and More Radio, also live with a video cam on YouTube. So if you're new, you can subscribe to the program and click the bell to get notifications when Johnny G goes live. I do 3 shows in all, and I'll be back tomorrow afternoon on YouTube with a 1957 countdown. But let's continue with the countdown tonight here on the All 60s edition. Now, last week I had an issue at the end of the show. YouTube started blocking my video. Of course, when the show goes a little long and the copyright police are out chasing Johnny G, they warn me. They say, if you don't stop playing that record, we may block your show temporarily. So they did do that. They did it twice. It was very annoying. So I had to close the show a little bit early, but that was okay. And I was playing a request for listener Edmund Williams, who was in our chat room tonight. I featured Shirley Ellis, played the A-side of her 7th of 10 on the Congress label, called The Puzzle Song. Edmund also requested the flip side, and this side was also produced by Charlie Colello, written by Lincoln Chase. So we'll finish it up here tonight. We flip over that 45 from May 65. Shirley Ellis on the Congress label. It's called I See It, I Like It, I Want It, for Edmund.
From the moment I laid eyes on you, this is what I said, I see it, and I like it, and I want it, yes I do. I need it to make me happy, oh baby, yes I do mean you. From the moment I laid eyes on you, this is what I said, a beautiful sight to see is everything that makes you you. It means so much to me, every little thing you do is more than I can bear. Whenever you are near, my arms I have to fight. Whenever you're in sight, I wanna grab you, 'cause I see it, and I like it, and I want it, yes I do. I need it to make me happy, oh baby, yes I do mean you. From the moment I laid eyes on you, this is what I said, a pleasure I wanna own is the treasure that would be your love. If I had you alone, you're what my world would be made of. You're more than I could find to say. You're what it takes to make a day. It's hard to find a word to fit, but if there is a word you're in, I can't describe it, but I see it, and I like it, and I want it, yes I do. I need it to make me happy, oh baby, yes I do mean you. The moment I laid eyes on you, this is what I said, it's not that I want everything I gaze my eyes upon. It's just I know what I want when I see what I want. You've got it, I know it, I try hard not to show it, but I see it, I like it, I want it, yes I do. I need it to make me happy, baby, yes I do mean you. From the moment
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by request for listener Edmund Williams, listening in Queens, New York. That's Shirley Ellis. That's the B-side to the Puzzle song. It's called I See It, I Like It, I Want It. That one there from May 1965 on the Congress label. I probably will be doing that on Saturday, looking through some boxes of records. I'm not really impulsive unless it's a record I really, really want. So, and I'm not so much I see it, I like it, I want it. I'm not that quick sometimes on the trigger, but you never know. As we continue here on a Wednesday evening, and we go to a request for listener Jim Lampley in Texas. This great group out of Jersey City, New Jersey. They had 14 releases on Joe Evans' Carnival record label. This is their 7th release, co-written by the lead singer. His name is George Smith. This charted number 23 on the Billboard R&B chart, was a big number 1 record here in New York City, also in Baltimore, WWRL, a big number 1 record there, and also WWIN. Now, I have multiple copies of records by the Manhattans, and I said, you know, where the hell is my styrene mint copy of this record? I couldn't find it. I know I had a bunch of them, and I cleaned a whole bunch, and I couldn't find it in the boxes, so I'm stuck with this. Although this one looks like it's wrecked, but it plays not so bad. It's a nice vinyl copy, so we'll give it a try from May 1966. These are the Manhattans, going out to Jim Lampley in Texas on the Carnival record label, and they're asking a question. The song is called Can I?
Can I kiss my bride now, preacher? Can I tell her? I've got to tell her she's mine. She's got to be mine alone. Can I kiss her? I wanna kiss her right now, Mr. Preacher. Can I take my little baby home? It's plain to see that I love her, and I want her. You know I want her to be. She's got to be my wife. For if you just say that one word, sir, I'm gonna love her for the rest of my life. Right now, Mr. Preacher, don't you know I got to tell her? Ooh, I got to tell her she's mine. She's got to be mine alone. Can I kiss her? I got to kiss her right now, Mr. Preacher. Can I take my little baby? Oh, can I take my baby home? Come on, let me kiss her now. I got to have her. She's got to be mine. She's my baby, I need her. Come on.
like that tune there by the Manhattans there. Great tune. That is their, seventh release? Seventh of 14 on the Carnival record label. George Smith on lead, May 1966. Can I is the name of the tune. Can Johnny G play original 45s on a Wednesday evening? Yes, I can. Let's continue here. For this gal, she began recording in the mid-1950s, I think in 54, maybe before that, because I have her on Hollywood. What is that name? That black, shiny, black and silver label. Hollywood Records? It's something else. I know I have her on Crystal Light, but I have her on, I think it's called Hollywood. I think that's the label. Also, she has a bunch of releases on the Federal record label before she signed with Brunswick Records. And she signed with Brunswick, she had 14 releases on the Brunswick record label, and this is her 11th release. Interesting thing is that this song was written by Berry Gordy Jr. and Albert Green, and believe it or not, this song was first recorded back in 1957 by a pop duo called the Gaylords. They recorded it for the Mercury record label. I think Bobby Helms also recorded this, came out on one of his Decca EPs, and then it was recorded by this gal, her real name Melinda Helen Matthews, and she was originally from New Orleans, Louisiana. But of course we know her as Linda Hopkins. Linda Hopkins, this is her 11th release on Brunswick, directed by Bert Keys, June 64. Linda Hopkins on Brunswick. It's called The Magic Song.
Wanna see my ever-loving baby. Holy smokers, don't be broke. I got the blues and I don't mean maybe. Magic, magic, don't you let me down. Oh, my baby must be found. Magic word, magic tune. Bring my baby home really, really soon. African dab, make me have a happy day. Please go to him and say I need him. Sorry that I acted so that way. Oh, magic, magic, it would be so grand if you made my baby understand. Magic word, magic tune, bring my baby home really, really soon to me. I brewed up potent mix, and I even burnt that candlestick, but still I'm in a fix. Nothing seemed to do the trick. Oh, presto, presto, do the best. And just for me, make my baby appear. I miss him. Every day he's gone seems like a year. Oh, magic, magic, there is one thing more. Make him know he's mine for sure. Magic word, magic tune, bring him home really soon to me.
I hit that table there. I apologize for that, but that's Linda Hopkins. Linda Hopkins, June 64. That's on the Brunswick record label. That's her 11th of 14 releases on the Brunswick label. The Magic Song is the name of the tune. Let's continue here. Let's go up to Chicago now for this group. And their first release came out on the Moneymaker record label, which is local to Chicago. The group consisted of Jimmy Jordan, Sam Tate, and Eddie Moore. Collectively, they were known as the Intentions, and this was their second overall release. Came out in 1965. It's on a label called Blue Light Records. Blue Light Records, a tune written by the label owner. His name is George Redman, and group member Jimmy Jordan. And what else do I have here? This is from 65. These are the Intentions on Blue Light Records. It's called I Don't Care Anymore.
I gave you my love and you tore it apart. I gave you everything you wanted. I even gave you my heart. Even though I knew you were gonna go, yeah. I gave you everything I had. Believe me, honey, I was so glad that I could give you something worth living for, but still you made me sad. But now I don't care. I said I don't care. Believe me, I don't care what to do from now on. You used to want my love and kisses, baby, but lately you say maybe. So now I'm releasing you, honey, because you only want my money. But time is gonna make you see just how you mistreated me, yeah. But now I don't care. I know your new love will break your heart like you did mine. And then you will see that our love was not blind. But now I don't care. I said I don't care. Believe me, I don't care.
There you go. Those are the Intentions from 1966. That's on the Blue Light record label. I Don't Care Anymore. It was a record that Greg Surik sold me many, many years ago, and I used to buy soul records from Greg also. That was one of them, and the lead, I guess that lead singer there, maybe Jimmy Jordan, the lead singer, Jimmy Jordan, Eddie Moore would do one more as Jimmy and Eddie on the One Way record label, another label out of Chicago, Illinois. Let's continue here on the All 60s edition. We fill a request for Edmund Williams in our YouTube chat room. This great girl group out of Washington, D.C. They first recorded as the Impalas on the Checker label. That was 1961. That's a pretty rare 45 that I have featured on the Saturday night program. But in 1963, they would change their name to the Four Jewels with releases on the Start label, Start Records, also local to Washington, D.C. Now, their final release on Start, well, I guess, okay, was called Loaded with Goodies, was picked up by Checker. Okay. But in 64, they had another release on the Tech record label, and this was their final release that came out on Dimension Records. No. It says their first of two. Their first of two that came out on the Dimension record label, and they were just known as the Jewels. So they went from the Impalas to the Four Jewels to the Jewels. And this tune, written by Randall Stewart and Ray Evans, arranged by Gene Page. It features Sandra Peoples on lead. This charted number 59 on Cashbox, 64 on Billboard. This was a big number 2 record out in Los Angeles, if you were tuned into KRLA, and also on KGB in San Diego, California. We go to July 1964. Fill a request for Edmund, the Jewels on Dimension, and the song is called Opportunity.
Star of the show, but he didn't remember all the things that were said. He let success go straight to his head. Somebody help him! Opportunity, whoa. Somebody help him! My baby. Opportunity, whoa. Fool's advice. Opportunity knocks once, not twice. They say opportunity is like a father time. It keeps on rolling, he'll pass you by. Somebody help him! Opportunity, whoa. Somebody help him! Opportunity, whoa. Opportunity, whoa. He runs all day in the rise of sun. He don't come home until the night is done. Oh, the fool don't know he has so much fun. But for him, the future is done. Yeah, 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 yeah. Opportunity, whoa. Somebody help Opportunity, whoa. Opportunity, Opportunity, whoa. Somebody help him. Opportunity, whoa. This is my mama, baby. Yeah. Somebody help him. Oh yes, I love this mama.
As going out to Edmund Williams, the sound of the Jewels, July 1964. That's Sandra Peebles. She's on lead. It's on the Dimension label, Dimension Records out of New York City. Opportunity is the name of the tune, and you always, when you get an opportunity, you always take it. That's a mistake that your host Johnny G made. I was a manager, used to work for Transamerica Leasing. I was a manager of planning of the refrigerated container division. They lease dry cargo containers. So, you would always get calls from headhunters that would call you up and say, Johnny, I got a spot in another company where you can move up and become a vice president. But you feel, when you're in a company where you feel really happy working there, you don't leave. But see, that is a mistake. So when I had that opportunity, I needed to take it, and I did not. Oh well, you learn from your mistakes. Johnny G here, talking babble here as we continue. And up next, this blues guitarist really became a soul singer. He was originally from Coffeyville, Alabama, but he moved to Chicago in 1962 to replace the rhythm guitar guitarist Mighty Joe Young, who left Otis Rush's band, and he was a member of Otis Rush's band, but he also recorded. He would have a number of releases on Avon Expo, Brainstorm, and this label, Blue Rock Records. It's a song he wrote. Let's go to 1969, give a listen to Roy Hightower. Roy Hightower on the Blue Rock label. The song is called Undertaker.
Mr. Undertaker man, please drive long slow, 'cause my baby is packing up now. If she leaves out that door, this old heart of mine is gonna stop, y'all. Without that girl I love, life wouldn't mean a thing. So ain't no use in holding on. Life for me would just be pain. I'm trying to tell you just like it is. Without that girl, I just don't wanna live. Oh my Lord, yeah. Get in here quick as you can. I wanna make out my will while I yet live. Destined to be without that girl, a goodbye will. So long, so long, Mr. Undertaker, please ride long slow. I can feel my life slowly, slowly slipping away. I can feel this old heart slowly, slowly.
As from 1969, Mr. Roy Hightower on the Blue Rock record label. Undertaker is the name of the tune. It looked like what that looked like, White Whale. Well, it was hard to see. It's blue with black lettering. That's not a good look. I have to say that is not a good look. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. If you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about it. We're here every Wednesday evening spinning Soul 45's out of my collection, or Northern Soul records. That's how I look at it. But haven't featured this gal in a while. This gal from London, England. She was originally a member of a folk group called the Springfields. They recorded for the Philips label, but she went solo in 1963. She had some major hits that I do really like I Only Want to Be With You, Stay a While, Wishing and Hoping, just to name a few. She had about 15 releases on the Philips label through 1968. Now, this is the B-side to her fifth. Interesting combination of writers and producers on this, as this tune was written by Leon Huff, big Philadelphia guy, and produced by Shelby Singleton and arranged by Ray Stevens. All names that I would purchase if I saw on a 45. And this did chart. It bubbled under on Billboard at number 128. I hope this plays okay, because I hate styrene, even though that Blue Rock played pretty nice as a styrene. This one, I'm not so sure. For some reason, these Philips are even cheaper, the cheapest styrene you can get. Let's go to November of 1964. Miss Dusty Springfield on the Philips label. It's called Live It Up, as I cringe to listen to the styrene. Jazz, Miss Dusty Springfield on the Phillips label from November 1964, a song entitled Live It Up. Again, that's her, her fifth release on the Phillips record label. I hate that kind of tingy styrene press, as I need to find I was looking for a better copy of that 45, which I think I do with a picture sleeve. Just couldn't find it yet, but you can get, I don't know about, well, maybe these come on vinyl presses. Some of them do up to a certain point, and then they are no, and there was one pressing plant that Phillips did make hard vinyl records. Like you can get a bunch of, I think you can get all the Four Seasons on Phillips on the hard vinyl. You have to look for them, though. There was one pressing plant that did that. Anyway, Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Let's continue here. And I'll be playing a couple hits tonight. We got to consider this one a hit. And it's a request for listener Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room. But I do like this song a lot. It's half of a duo called Clarence and Calvin that this singer went solo in 1966, first recording for Fame Records, but he achieved success when he signed with Atlantic Records in 1967. He would have 15 releases on the Atlantic label through 1971. Now, his biggest hit was a song called Patches that came out in 1970. Of course, I prefer the flip side of that 45. His third biggest hit was on Atlantic was called Too Weak to Fight. I think I played that last week, but this was his second biggest hit on the label that Evan requested. Let's go to April of 1968 for Mr. Clarence Carter. Clarence Carter on the Atlantic record label, and this tune written by Marcus Daniel, Wilbur Terrell, and William Armstrong. This charted number 6 on Billboard, 2 on the R&B chart, a big number 1 record on station WSGN. If you were listening in Birmingham, Alabama, April 68, Clarence Carter on Atlantic. It's called Slip Away for Evan.
What would I give for just a few moments? What would I give just to have you near? Tell me you will try to slip away somehow. Oh, I need you, darling. I want to see you right now. Can you slip away? Slip away. Slip away. Oh, I need you so. Love, oh love, how sweet it is when you're still it, darling. Let me tell you something now. How sweet it is. Now I know it's wrong, the things I ask you to do, but please believe me, darling, I don't mean to hurt you. But could you just slip away without him knowing you gone? Then we could meet somewhere where we're both are not known. And can you slip away? Slip away. Slip away, yeah. I need you so. Oh, can you slip away, baby? I'd like to see you right now, darling. Can you slip away now, baby? 'Cause I got to see you. I feel a deep burning inside. Oh, I wish you could slip away. Oh, I wish you could slip away.
That's the great sound of Clarence Carter. Clarence Carter from April 68. It's going out to Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room. Slip Away, one of his big hits there on the Atlantic record label. Never get tired of that song. Let's do a twin spin on the Atlantic record label for this gal. Her real name, Judith Grace Gunyons, I think I pronounced it right, Guinons. She was born in St. Paul's, North Carolina, first recording for Ember Records back in 1961. Of course, she would have other releases on Levette Records. I have that 45, and also Scepter Records. I think Levette, actually maybe one of those records went over to the Scepter label. But in 64, she did. She recorded for Florence Greenberg's Scepter record label. But her most, I guess her most popular tune was with a duet with Billy Vera called Storybook Children. That was on Atlantic Records, and she had 2 solo releases on the Atlantic record label, and this was her first, and she's covering the Otis Redding song from 1965, but she's doing the female version of the tune. We go to September of 1969. Let's give a listen to Judy Clay on Atlantic Records, and she's doing Otis Redding's Mr. Pitiful, but it's called Sister Pitiful. Judith, how about Judy Clay?
They call me Sister Pitiful, yeah. People, that's my name. They call me Sister Pitiful. That's how I got my fame. People don't seem to understand what makes a girl so blue. Sister Pitiful, I'm in love with you. Sister Pitiful, everybody knows me now. They call me Sister Pitiful. Every place I go, nobody seems to understand why I sing such songs when I lost everything that I had. How can I explain to you what makes a girl so blue? I can't tell you about my past. Trouble seems to always last. Sister Pitiful, that's my name. Sister Pitiful, that's how I won't get my fame. If people don't understand why I sing this way, oh, Pitiful, I'm in love with you. Sister Pitiful, yeah. I'm Sister Pitiful, y'all. How I got my fame. Call me Sister Pitiful. Oh, yeah.
Not quite an answer record, but definitely a cover. The female version of Mr. Pitiful, Sister Pitiful, that's how it goes. That's Judy Clay, September 1969 release. That's on the Atlantic record label. I worked with her son when I worked for Sony Music back in 2000. It was 2000. 2005, I think, 2005, when I worked for Sony Music, and he was telling me that they were going to do a movie about his mom, because it was unfortunate that her life was cut short. She was in a car. She died in a car crash on July 19th of 2001. She was 62 years old, and we were talking about his mom and her career. And he used as a small child, he used to go with her to all her performances and whatnot. It was pretty cool. And but anyway, let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, and let's go up to Chicago. Fill a request for listener Frank Gingaro, as this is the debut single for this group. Came out on Dick Simon's, no, I should say their debut single came out in 65 on Dick Simon's Satellite record label. Then they put out 5 on the sister label. That was called St. Lawrence Records. This was their first on St. Lawrence. And this one features Bobby Newsom on lead. This was a big record up in Chicago, number 5 on WBEE. From October 65, goes out to Frank Gingaro. These are the Vontastics. The Vontastics on the St. Lawrence record label. It's called Peace of Mind for Frank Gingaro.
She sits and watches with tender care, like an old lonely man with no place to go. Oh, but yet he finds a friend somewhere. Now this is what I find in you. Is a heart so pure and true, and the love that's sweet and kind. This gives me peace of mind, peace of mind, ooh, peace of mind, ooh, peace of mind. Like a boy that's been scolded very hard by his dad, and his mother said, "Son, don't you worry." It makes him feel so glad. Oh, like a chicken sits and watches a little bitty bitties grow, and like a teacher who has taught someone, it makes them feel so good that they know. Now this is what I find in you, is a heart so pure and true, and the love that's sweet and kind. This gives me peace of mind, peace of mind, ooh, peace of mind, ooh, peace of peace of mind, ooh, peace of mind, peace of
That's the sound of Chicago here on the All 60s edition, going out to Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. Those are the Vontastics. That's their first release on the St. Lawrence label. Bobby Newsom, the lead singer, October 65. Peace of Mind is the name of the tune. Hopefully the Vinyl Treasure Show gives you all Peace of Mind as we continue here and fill a request for listener Edmund Williams, as this singer opened the door really for thousands of preteen singers, not to mention the great harmony he and his group the Teenagers gave us under the tutelage of Richard Barrett and George Goldner. Of course, I'm talking about Frankie Lyman, but as he became older, his voice changed and the hits stopped. And in 1964, he was arrested for drug possession. Now, after wait a minute. He enlisted in the Army, and it appeared that he kicked the drug habit when he came out of the Army, and he was discharged, and he found a new manager. His name was Sam Bray, and Sam recorded Frankie. He did 2 sides for Sam's Big Apple record label, and in the meantime, Bray would get Frankie a session with his old label, Roulette Records. Morris Levy set up the session on February 29th of 1968, but in celebration of that moment that he was going to go back and record in his old studio, he went on a drug binge the night before, and he would die of an OD. Now, after his death, Sam Bray would put out the 2 records that he recorded for his Big Apple label. He would put them out, and this is a request for listener Edmund Williams, and the spelling of the last name is different on this release. It's spelled Frankie. It's spelled Lyman, A-N instead of O-N. And this was released in 1968, and it's a request for Edmund Williams on the Big Apple label. The song is called I'm Sorry.
But now it's too late, yeah. I wanna sit right down and cry, but now I must wait, yeah. Until you go away with the other boy. I don't have to say it, fill your life with joy, and he won't treat you like you're a toy. I'm sorry, yeah. I have had many loves, I promised them the moon and stars above, but they found out I was untrue, and they all left me high and dry and feeling blue. Oh, so blue. Oh, you tried to do was give me love, but I gave you pain, yeah. I swear to you, my little turtle dove, my heart's filled with shame, yeah. Just before you leave, I'd really like to say I could never love another like I do this way, and I love you the rest of my days. I'm sorry, baby, I'm sorry. Hey, hey, come on, little mama, I'm sorry. Hey, hey, can you hear me? I'm so sorry. Hey, hey, pretty baby, I'm so sorry. All right, yeah, I'm sorry.
That's the very last release for Frankie Lyman by request for Edmund Williams, 1968. It's on the Big Apple record label. I'm Sorry is the name of the tune, and we were all sorry with the passing of Frankie Lyman, but we remember him here on the Vinyl Treasures show. Let's continue here on Vinyl Treasures, and let's give a spin for Miss Etta James. I featured her last week on the Argo record label. Request for Jim Lampley, What Fools We Mortals Be. But here is her. Well, it's really not her first, because Argo Records became Cadet Records. So she has 14 releases on Cadet per se, and I guess this would be the very first one. This tune written by Maurice McAllister. Of course, Maurice McAllister, he was the lead singer of the Radiants, and the other writers, Terry Neal, produced by Billy Davis, a big producer for the Chess record label, and arranged by Phil Wright. This charted number 28 on WUFO in Buffalo, New York from January 66. Let's give a listen to Etta James on the Cadet label. It's called Only Time Will Tell.
Cigarette ashes, his empty glass, they seem to tell me, oh, it's over at last. His parting kiss, oh, brought tears to my eyes. Was it good night? I wanna know now. Or was it goodbye? And only time, only time, time will tell. Yes, it will. Wrinkled up sofa, scuff marks on the floor, shows where he was sitting. Oh, he was sitting a moment ago. He's never left this early before. Is this a sign? Oh, I wanna know he'll be back no more. And only time, only time. Tell. I felt the change the moment he came. Walking and coming through my front door. His conversation
Miss Etta James here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, January 66. Very nice ballad there called Only Time Will Tell. That is a fact. That one there on the Cadet record label. We continue here for a Wednesday evening. We go to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and fill a request for listener Evan Blatt. This group first recording for the Kuka label back in 1963, and then they would sign with Lenny LaCour's Magic Touch label, also originally out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Let me see. They had 8 releases, as I mentioned. This was their first. This was their first from September of 1967. This charted number 18 on WTRX in Flint, Michigan. It features Harvey Scales on lead. He also co-wrote the tune. It's Harvey Scales and the Seven Sounds from September 67 on Magic Touch Records. It's for Evan Blatt. It's called Love-itis for Evan.
He said, brother, you got it bad, and I know it for sure. He said, the only one that can fill your prescription, oh yeah, and this feeling I've got ain't got but one description. I think you got a thing called love-itis. It's got a hold on me. Love-itis got control of me. Love-itis got a hold on me. Love-itis got control of me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Suck it, suck it, suck it. Watch out, watch out. Well, I tried so hard, but I couldn't run away. Oh no, my fever gets higher day by day. Yes, it does, y'all. This feeling I got, it's like a disease, yeah. And it's really got me down. It's got a hold on me. I'm talking about this thing they call love-itis. Got a hold on me. Love-itis got control of me. Love-itis got a hold on me, y'all. Love-itis got control of me. Got me, it's got me, it's really, really got me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Suck it. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ha, ha. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's going out to Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room. That's Harvey Scales and the Seven Sounds, September 67. It's on Magic Touch Records. A Love-itis is the name of the tune. They would have other releases, later releases on Mercury, I think Chess, and he had some solo releases on the Harvey label. One of their records is a big soul record, Northern Soul record. Which I don't have, but they have others that are very popular. Johnny G here on a Wednesday as we continue here. Let's go to Jamaica, New York, and fill a request for listener Edmund as this girl group had a big hit with their debut single. Came out on the Dino Voice record label. Dino Voice Records, Bob Crew, I think he was mainly the owner of the label. The song was called A Lover's Concerto. This group included Barbara Parrott, June Monteiro, and lead singer Barbara Harris. And they would have 5 releases on the Dino Voice record label. And Edmund requested the B-side to their biggest hit. This tune written by Denny Randell and Sandy Linzer. Again, this is another Charlie Colello arranged tune from August 65. This is a B-side by The Toys. The Toys on the Dino Voice label, Barbara Harris on lead. It's called This Night for Edmund. B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That's a great B-side there by Barbara Harris and the Toys, the flip side of Lover's Concerto, song entitled This Night. It's going out to Edmund, August 65. It's on the Dino Voice record label. We continue here, and I'm sure many of you out there are familiar with a TV show called The Addams Family. It aired, I think, in September of 64 through April of 66, and there was a creepy butler on the show, and he was known as Lurch, but in reality he was actor Ted Cassidy. And now, with the help of Gary Paxton, who wrote and produced this song, they released this single with the girl group backing up Ted Cassidy on this as the Lurch. And there's no mention of the girl group in the background, but they are the Blossoms. Darlene Love and the Blossoms backing them up. This charted number 11 on WSPT in Stevensport, Wisconsin. Let's go to October of 1965. This is on the Capitol record label. Ted Cassidy as Lurch. On Capitol, it's called A Dance. Let's all do the Lurch. October 65 release there by Lurch. Actually, it's Ted Cassidy doing the deep voices there, and I think the Blossom backing him up. The Lurch there on the Capitol record label was unfortunate that he died during heart surgery. He was having heart surgery. He was only 46 years old. He was a big man, and he unfortunately passed away. But let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, and we go to Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'm sure many of you know this group. They're called the Casinos. They had a big hit in 1966 called Then You Can Tell Me Goodbye. But did you ever flip the 45 over? Flip the 45 over. This tune written by Mike Denton, produced by the lead singer Gene Hughes. This is their third of 11 on the Fraternity record label out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Let's go to November 66. The Casinos with a B-side. It's called I Still Love You. The Casinos. B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, and B-sides of big hits. We heard what? We heard a couple. We heard the B-side of the Toys, Lover's Concerto, this night, and this is the B-side to the Casinos. Then You Can Tell Me Goodbye, a song entitled "I Still Love You." That's Gene Hughes and the Casinos, November '66 on Fraternity Records. We continue here and fill a request for Adrian Viterbo, listening in Mexico, as we go to Lou Fargo's Fargo label out of New York City. I don't know anything about this girl group, but they're known as the Coralettes. The Coralettes on Fargo Records. This came out in June of '64. It's an early Charlie Colello production. He arranged and produced this song. The Coralettes on Fargo. This is for Adrian. It's called "I Destroyed Your Letters." Girl group sounds here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. That's for Adrian from June '64, the only release by the Coralettes. Well, I don't know. I wonder if that's the same Coralettes. Wasn't there a Coralettes on the Nita label? Maybe it's the same voice. I don't know. I'd have to check it out. That's on Fargo Records. I Destroyed Your Letters with the S, as I bought that from a long time ago at the County Center record show. Used to have one in White Plains at this big venue at County Center, and Gary Wood, he would show up there all the time. He used to sell those records in colored sleeves. He passed away. Well, Greg told me a while back he passed away. He was into guitars too, and he would find some pretty cool records, and I think he sold Greg that rare Crystals record, I Wonder, which is still available if you want to spend $15,000 on the Crystals Phyllis 45. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. We're broadcasting live over Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube. Again, thank you all for subscribing, and I hope you're enjoying the show. And if you do, please give me a thumbs up and click the bell to get notifications. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon counting down at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, counting down the 1957 Relic Records Survey as voted by collectors in Saturday night. I'll be doing my 50s and early 60s show. We play the music by year, chronologically, and Edmund texted me today that, and it's all around now, that the lead singer of the Willows, Tony Middleton, passed away. So I already have some requests for some of their records, so I'm going to have to do a tribute to Tony Middleton. The Willows, so important to our music. So it was unfortunate that he passed away today. But let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. And Warren, this is one of your old requests, really old requests. I don't know how long ago it was, but Charlene had it on the list, and this group is called The Bossmen. It's their only release, came out on Doug Moody's Vim record label. Vim record stands for Variety in Music. This tune written and produced by J.B. Baker Jr. Now, I do have the members of this group: Earl Colton, Robert James, Albert Lee, Stuart Weldon, and James Wright. Collectively, they were known as the Bossmen. This is from July 64 on Vim. It's called Take It Easy, and this is for Warren in our YouTube chat room.
Take it easy, yeah, take it easy, baby, yeah. Come on, easy. And when I asked you, could I walk you home from this swinging dance, you said yes and grabbed my hand, and then you made this demand. You said, now, when you're at my door, take it easy, yeah, take it easy, baby, come on, easy. And when we're walking on home from the dance, as everything was planned, you grabbed my hand, squeezed it tight, said, Daddy, you're my man. Then I said, when we're at your door, I'm gonna kiss you once and no more. Then I said, take it easy, yeah, take it easy, girl, yeah. Come on, easy, easy.
July 64 there by the Bossmen. That's going out to Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. That's on the Vim record label. Take It Easy is the name of the tune. Let's continue with the request. Let's go to Akron, Ohio for this next group, and send this one out to Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. Now, this group included siblings Charles and Sam DeBose, and other members Willie Jones, Henry Dixon, and lead singer Renee DeBose. This is the No, it's not. This song written by Charles DeBose. This was number 24 on WABQ in Cleveland, Ohio. Let's go to January of 66 by request for Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. These are the Symphonics. The Symphonics on the Deejon, DEE-JON label. It's called All Roads Lead to Heartbreak.
All roads lead to heartbreak. All roads lead to heartbreak.
All roads lead to heartbreak. All roads lead to heartbreak. All roads lead to heartbreak when you love someone who doesn't love you. Fly away, I heard my heart say. Leave this hurt behind, 'cause you can't find peace of mind somewhere.
All roads lead to heartbreak. High roads and low, so well I know.
I traveled east and west, seeking forgetfulness.
I'll still be crying, but I'll keep on trying.
Till I find the love that's true. I found that all roads lead to heartbreak. All roads lead to heartbreak. All roads lead to heartbreak when you love someone who doesn't love you.
All roads lead to heartbreak. All roads lead to heartbreak. All roads lead to heartbreak.
Very nice tune there by request for Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room. Those are the Symphonics from January 66. Renee Dubose. She's the lead singer. It's on the Deejon record label. All roads lead to heartbreak. Well, maybe not all roads. Just pick the right fork in the road. Didn't the Miracles do a fork in the road? I think they did. As we continue here, as we stay in the year 1966, we fill a request for listener Adrian Viterbo, listening in Mexico. As we go back to Detroit, Michigan for this next singer, first recording for the Correct Tone label in 1962. The song was called I'm a Coward. 2 years later, he would re-record it for Sonbert Records, and it also came out on Rick Tick Records. And then after 2 releases on the Juan label, this song that I'm featuring was issued first on the Creed label in 1965. It's a song that he wrote. It would be re-released a year later on the WIG, W-I-G Records out of Detroit, and that's how I have it. This is actually the B-side of the 45, the uncredited Debonaires. They recorded for Golden World Records. They're backing him up on this. This is from September 66. His name is Geno Washington. Geno Washington on the WIG label. That's how I have it. It's for Adrian. It's called Now You're Lonely.
When you're lonely, you get up You said that you loved her. You said that you need her. Oh, why were you up to treat that little girl cruel? Now you're lonely.
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 Yeah. Are you sitting in your easy chair, looking around, wishing she was near you? You called me just the other night. You said, I dream I held her tight. Woke up and found you were lonely.
You were lonely.
You were lonely.
You were lonely.
You're sitting in your easy chair, looking around, wishing she was near you. You called me just the other night. You said, I dreamed I had a time. But when you woke up and found you were lonely.
You were lonely.
You were lonely.
You were lonely.
Now you're lonely.
Now you're lonely.
Oh, now you're lonely.
Now you're lonely.
Now you're lonely.
Now you're lonely.
September 1966 release there for Geno Washington. Geno Washington going out to Adrian Viterbo. Now You're Lonely is the name of the tune. That first came out on the Creed record label, featured it on the second label, Wig Records, out of Detroit. But that is the B-side. Let's give a listen to the A-side, as Mark Speck is in here. So Johnny G will flip it over in lieu of Mark Speck. Unannounced flip side here, because I like both sides of this 45. So let's flip over Geno Washington, Now You're Lonely, which was the intended B-side. This is the A-side from September 66 on Wig. It's called Romeo.
Do-do-do, tell him Gino, do-do-do. Romeo, Romeo, Romeo.
I was a lover in my early days. I was a knight at King Arthur's round table. They called me
Romeo,
Romeo.
September 1966. That's the A-side. The A-side of that Geno Washington single. It's called Romeo, the flip side of Now You're Lonely. Featured it on the Wig record label. Of course, he would get drafted into the service, but he recorded tracks that were released later after he came out. I think it was maybe late 1969 or so. And I think they came out on the Attack label, if I'm not mistaken. It was always puzzling because I'm listening to these records from 69 and they're sounding like they're from like 1965 or 66. But they re-released a bunch of his master tapes that he recorded when he came out of the service. Johnny G here on a Wednesday evening. Hope you're digging on the cool tunes. We're here till about midnight. A little bit overtime will do. But I'm here every Wednesday live on Oldies and More Radio, so live on YouTube. So please click the subscribe and click the bell to get all notifications. Let's continue here. Featured this gal from Lansdale, Pennsylvania. Last week I played her 10th release on the RCA record label. It was called Watch What You Do With My Baby. And here is the follow-up to that 10th release. This is her 11th. Her 11th of 23 for RCA Records. This charted number 34 on WOLK out of Syracuse, New York. Let's go to March of 1965 for Peggy March. Peggy March on RCA. It's called Losing My Touch. Peggy March.
Something's missing. What could it be? I don't know. Somehow, all my kisses leave you as cold as snow. I must be losing my touch. I must be losing my touch.
As Miss Peggy March. Peggy March, that's her 11th release. 11 of 23 releases for RCA Records from March 65. Losing My Touch is the name of the tune. Now, she was the youngest female singer to ever have a national #1 single with her 1963 release, I Will Follow Him. Johnny G here on a Wednesday evening as we continue here. And this next singer, he's originally from Evansville, Indiana. I'm sure many of you know his biggest hit from 1964. Came out on Don Robey's Backbeat record label. His version of the Willie Nelson tune called Funny. But let's give a listen to his 7th of 16 on the Backbeat record label. This tune written by Don Roby, the label owner, and I'm going to send this one out to Strictly 45's, as he wanted to hear some Joe Hinton. We go to March of 1964, the 7th of 16 on Backbeat for Joe Hinton. It's called There Oughta Be a Law. Wait, I messed up. Well, no, that's correct. There oughta be a law. This is for Strictly 45's.
You know there ought to be a law against the way you walk that walk. Oh yeah, I say it ought to be a law against the way you talk that talk. Oh yeah. If I was a judge and a jury too, I would be guilty of loving you, because it ought to be a law. Hallelujah, I'm a telling the truth. I say it ought to be a law against the way you hold my hand. Oh yeah, baby, it ought to be a law against the way you call my name. Oh yeah. If my heart was a jail, I wouldn't set you free. I would lock you up, baby, and throw away the key, because it ought to be a law. Hallelujah, I'm a telling the truth.
That's March 64 release there for Mr. Joe Hinton. Joe Hinton on the Backbeat label. There Oughta Be a Law. We'll send it out to a Strictly 45's. How about a twin spin on Joe Hinton? That was his 7th. How about his 13th release on the Backbeat record label? And this is from November of 1966. We'll send it out to Strictly 45's. Joe Hinton on Backbeat. It's called Lots of Love.
Is what it takes to make it in this world. I say love and understanding. That's if you wanna keep your girl, you got to let her have her say. Sometimes let her have her way. Your friends may say you're wrong, but you'll have your girl when his is gone. All you need is a love, 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 and a lots of understanding. You'll find it's better in the end. With lots of love, love, and understanding. Tell me how, please tell me how can you help her win? Now here's what you gotta do. Think of all her love, always try to do your part. Always be there when she needs you, and you'll never have a broken heart. Never a broken heart. So give a love, 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 and a lots of understanding. You'll find it's better in the end. With lots of love and lots of understanding. Tell me how, I wanna know how. Can you help but win? How can you help but win? You got the winning hand. Oh, yeah. You got the winning hand. Oh, how can you help but win?
There you go. That's a twin spin with Mr. Joe Hinton. Joe Hinton, that one there from November 66. Lots of Love is the name of that one on the Backbeat record label. We'll send it out to Strictly 45's. Unfortunate, though, we lost Joe Hinton on August 13th of 1968. He was only 38 years old. He died of skin cancer, that horrible melanoma cancer. And we remember him here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We continue now. We go to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for this next 45. This is on the RFA label. Royal 4 Productions is what that stands for. This tune written by Bobby Patterson, produced by Chuck Dambrack, and arranged by Wayne Bridge. This is from March 67. This group is called The Magics. The Magics on RFA. It's called If I Didn't Have You, from March of 1967.
If I had money and all it could buy, and if I had clothes stacked 8 miles high, I wouldn't have nothing. Nothing at all if I didn't have you. If I didn't have you. If I had a car every day of the week, and if I had women lined all up and down the street, don't you know I wouldn't have nothing at all if I didn't have you. If I didn't have you, oh, I could have diamonds, rubies, silver and pearls, a city, a country, or even the world, a butler, a maid, and a chauffeur too. But don't you understand? All I want, if I had a mansion with my own swimming pool, if I had children to send to my own private school, I still wouldn't have nothing, nothing at all if I didn't have you. Lord, if I didn't have you. If I didn't have you, Lord, if I didn't have you, I need you, baby. Come on now, Lord, stay with me, baby. It's alright. Never, never, never leave me, baby.
That group called The Magics. The Magics from March 67. It's on the RFA record label. Royal 4 Productions, If I Didn't Have You is the name of that one. Let's go back up to Chicago, Illinois. You all know this lead singer. He was this singer. He was the lead singer of the Dookays, and this is a request for listener Edmund Williams. The Dookays' first recording for the Nat record label. That was in 1961, and he would have a #1 hit with the song Duke of Earl that he recorded as a member of the Dookays. It would be picked up by Vivian Carter's VJ record label. So many great releases for this singer, and they just all don't get played enough. At least when I was listening to Sirius XM, they would play the same ones over and over again, but not here on the Vinyl Treasures show. But he signed with Constellation Records after VJ had 17 releases for the label. This is the A-side to his 10th release, a song written by Curtis Mayfield, produced by Bill Shepard, arranged by Riley Hampton. This charted number 107 on the Billboard Bubbling Under chart, number 28 on the R&B, and a big #1 record on WABQ in Cleveland, Ohio. Let's go to March of 1965 for Gene Chandler. Gene Chandler, by request for Edmund Williams on Constellation Records. It's called Nothing Can Stop Me.
Nothing can stop me. So bad do I feel inside. Get my hat, I'm checking out. 'Cause you and your friends really hurt my pride. So unexpected, you shot me down. With all the fellas standing around, yeah. Please don't go, that's what they'll be saying. Please don't go. But I'm not playing, 'cause nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me. Though you and I were pretty close, I'm calling it quits, girl. 'Cause it was you I really dug the most. You made me feel like I was 2 feet tall, while all the others laughed and swore, yeah. Please don't go, that's what they'll be saying. Please don't go, but I'm not playing, 'cause nothing can stop me. No mind me having a blues. You made me lose my cool. Fellas on the scene, they treat me so cold, and you so mean. Nothing can stop me. So bad do I feel inside. Get my hat, I'm checking out. 'Cause you and your friends really hurt my pride. So unexpected, you shot me down. With all the fellas standing around, yeah. Please don't go, that's what they'll be saying. Please don't go, but I'm not playing, 'cause nothing can stop me.
As by request for Edmund Williams in Queens, New York, the great sound of Gene Chandler. Gene Chandler from March 1965. That's on the Constellation record label. Nothing Can Stop Me is the name of the tune. He also requested the flip side of this 45. Interesting story on the flip side of this record. For this song, first issued in April of 1961 on the Nat label, as done by the Duquesnes. And then it would get issued in April 62 on VJ Records as the flip side of Gene. I think he was called the Duke of Earl on that release, called Daddy's Home. And but it makes it here for the third time, the flip side of that March 1965 release, Nothing Can Stop Me on Constellation. We go to March 65, Gene Chandler, a B-side request for Edmund Williams. It's called The Big Lie.
I offer my love to my darling, but she chose my love to deny. Then I broke the heart of my darling the day I told the big lie. She told me that she loved another. I vowed then and there to make her cry, for I broke the heart of my darling the day I told the big lie. I said that she had loved another, oh baby, and it was so easy to do. For the one that she loved was my brother. I said my brother. And I wanted so to hurt too. And oh yeah, if I could live that day over before I would lie, I'd rather die. Then I broke the heart of my darling the day I told the big lie.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, an A and B side for Edmund Williams, the great Gene Chandler. That song called The Big Lie. That is on the flip of Nothing Can Stop Me on Constellation Records from March of 1965. That's his 10th release on the Constellation record label. Johnny G here on a Wednesday evening. Hope you're digging on the tunes. If you are, please give me a thumbs up. This is a new addition to the Johnny G's collection here. This is a female lead with male backing. Her name is Mary Wheeler, not the same gal that recorded for the Calla record label. She is completely different. She is not that woman. And this one on the Atom record label, really couldn't find any information about it. I think it's somewhere in the mid-60s maybe. I think maybe 1965, 66 possibly. But you can be the judge. Tell me what you think. This is the intended A side. It's arranged by Artie Butler. They're called Mary Wheeler and the Knights on the Atom label. The song is called I Feel in My Heart. Mary Wheeler and the Knights.
Falling in love. falling in love. I'm a girl who likes to run around. Never wanted much to settle down, but today I met a boy who filled my heart with joy. You know he looks so fine and talks so sweet. This boy is really knocking me off of my feet. And I feel in my heart that I'm falling in love. Ooh, baby. But I gotta know without anything if his love is really sincere. Is it really true or just a fake? Could this whole thing be a big mistake? Will he drop me for somebody new? I'm so mixed up, I don't know what to do. Don't fight the feeling. What you say? Don't fight the feeling. Tell me again. Don't fight the feeling. Don't fight the feeling. Don't fight the feeling.
That's Mary Wheeler and the Knights, not the same Mary Wheeler on the Calla label. It's not 63. Marvin's getting that from the either from Kreider. I think he's getting it from Kreider, but it's not. This is later. I wouldn't say much later. More like 64, 65. I would say that's on the Atom record label. Atom Records. I Feel in My Heart. That is the intended A side of the 45. The B side I will feature on Saturday night. They do a nice rendition of the El Dorado. Sounds completely different, but that if you listen to the other side, then you might say, yeah, 1963, but no, this is more like 65, I'd have to say. That's what I say. I saw when Charlene had it on there that I questioned it for sure. But anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We fill a request for listener Frank Gingaro in the YouTube chat room. This singer born in McIntosh County, Georgia, but he was raised in Atlanta, first recording as the lead singer of Arthur and the Corvettes. And that was in 1964. They recorded for the NRC record label. He went solo in late 64. He was discovered by Otis Redding with releases on the Rude Jack, on the Jodis, Fame, and Atco record labels. Now, Frank requested his first of 12 on the Atco record label. And it's a song he wrote together with the great Otis Redding. And it's adapted from the Sam Cooke song "Yeah Man" from the LP from the RCA LP in '65 called "Share." And this would be his biggest hit, number 7 on the R&B chart, number 4 on Cashbox, number 2 on Billboard, but a big number 1 record on WKIX in Raleigh, North Carolina. So we're going to send this one out to Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room, January 67. Mr. Arthur Conley. Arthur Conley on the Atco label. It's called Sweet Soul Music for Frank.
Do you like good music? That sweet soul music. Just long as it's swinging. Oh yeah. We out here on the floor, y'all. I'm going to a go-go. Dancing with the music. Oh yeah. Spotlight on Lou Ross, y'all. I don't look for y'all. Singing love the hurting thing, y'all. Oh yeah. Spotlight on Sammy Dave, y'all. I don't look great, y'all. Singing hold on, I'm coming. Oh yeah. on James Brown, y'all. He's the king of them all, y'all. He's the king of them all, y'all. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Do you like good music? That sweet soul music. Just go with it, swing it. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I got to get the feeling. I got to get the feeling. Do you like good music? That sweet soul music. Help me get the feeling. I want to get the feeling. On this ready, got the feeling. We got the feeling. Oh, I love good music. I got
It's here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by request for Frank Chingaro, January 1967. Arthur Conley on the Atco record label Sweet Soul Music. What else did I have here? Did I say this other stuff? I don't even remember. Yes, of course. Yeah, this is. I mean, I did say all that, but anyway, let's flip it over here because Johnny G can do instant requests here on the Wednesday night show. As Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room wants to hear the flip side of the 45. So let's see. We flip it over here. The flip side of Sweet Soul Music from January 67 by Arthur Conley on the Atco label. Going out to Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room. It's called Let's Go Steady for Evan.
You left me, oh yeah, for another love. Honey, you found out that he wasn't a true love. But now that he's gone, let's go steady. One more time, one more time. Please don't cry, dear. You got to be strong, dear. He'll never hurt you anymore. I know I won't let him. But now that he's gone, let's go steady one more time. Oh yeah. Oh, I know he was wrong, honey, for coming to the dance. Another girl the way that he did. Oh, I know he was wrong when he took your love from me. After all, he was once my best friend. Oh, that's all in the past. Oh, let's forget him. He'll never hurt you anymore. I know, honey, I won't let him. Now that he's gone, let's go steady one more time.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, and an instant request for listener Evan Blatt. That is Arthur Conley. We heard Sweet Soul Music. That's the B-side, Let's Go Steady, from January 67 on the Atco record label. That is his first release on the Atco label. We are here on a Wednesday evening as we continue here, and we go to San Francisco, California for this next group. This group included Clement Brilliard, Larry Holmes, and Neil Stallings, and lead singer Tucson Street. But I think they are dual leads on this one. Tucson Street and Clement Brilliard. I think they're singing on this. This is their third and final release on the Villa label. Now, the true first presses of this came out on the Styrene Villa label out of California. It was then picked up by... I think Cameo Parkway picked this up for national distribution, but it comes out two ways. It comes out with the block print, which is the second press, and then there is a third press, like with a Greek-looking like logo. It was called Villa Records. It's from September 65. Let's give a listen to The Magicians. It's called Keep Your Hands, parentheses, Off My Baby, The Magicians.
But you can't touch. You can talk, but don't you talk too much. You can smile for a little while. You can sing, but don't try to swing. When you see my baby, when you talk to my baby, keep your hands off my baby, pretty baby. Keep your hands off my baby, pretty baby. Keep your hands off my baby, pretty baby. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Do you understand me? When you see my girl walking by, you can't even go and wink your eye. And if she comes to you that way, if she goes, she'll have to stay. But I got faith in my baby, 'cause I'm talking about my baby. Keep your hands off my baby, pretty baby. Keep your hands off my baby, pretty baby. Keep your hands off my baby, pretty baby. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Do you understand me? Say if you think screaming on my good, really you just can't sleep. 'Cause all around my baby there are no trespassing signs, and you see exactly what I mean. Keep your hands off my baby, pretty baby. Keep your hands off my baby, pretty baby. Keep your hands off my baby, pretty baby. And you can talk, but don't you talk too much. And you can smile for a little while. You can sing, but don't try to swing. When you see my baby, when you talk to my baby, keep your hands off my baby, my baby. Keep your hands off my baby. Oh, your hands off of my girl, my baby. Keep your hands off my baby, my baby.
They're called The Magicians. The Magicians from September 65. That's their third release on the Villa label. It's called Keep Your Hands, parentheses, Off My Baby is the name of the tune. Didn't Little Eva do a song called Keep Your Hands Off My Baby? I think she did, on the Dimension record label. Johnny G here, spinning these original 45's. We do it every Wednesday night right here on Oldies and More Radio, so live on YouTube. If you like these copyright police, will you get out of my face? My goodness. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, we fill a request for Adrian Viterbo, listening in Mexico, this great group out of Los Angeles, California. They were created by Bobby Sanders, and the members are a combination of two groups that Sanders managed: James Moore and Bobby Solomon of the Vows, and Charles Ingersoll and Melvin Isley of the Extremes. This group first recorded for the Canterbury record label with a couple of personnel changes. They signed with Minute Records for 5 releases. This was their second, with Charles Ingersoll on lead. This charted number 94 on Billboard, number 83 on Cashbox, number 19 on the Billboard R&B chart, but a big number 2 record. This a number 2 record on WJLB in Detroit, Michigan. Let's go to August of 1968 for the Young Hearts. The Young Hearts on the Minute label. It's called I've Got Love for My Baby. This is going out to Adrian Viterbo. August 1968, release there for the Young Hearts. The Young Hearts on the Minute record label. I've Got Love for My Baby. That is their Second of 5 for the Minute record label, going out to listener Adrian Viterbo. I've got love for my baby. Johnny G's got love for the Vinyl Treasure Show. Thank you all for being here tonight, and hope you're digging on the cool tunes as we have. Oh, it looks like the temperature went up. What did I say? Was it 34 or 36? Well, maybe it did go down 2 degrees. But let's continue here on Vinyl Treasures as this group, they hail from Sacramento, California, and they're called the Spiral Staircase. It features Pat Upton on lead. And their signature song, of course, I'm sure many of you know, called More Today Than Yesterday. But they put out an LP of the same title, came out on the Columbia record label, and there were, and here is their 5th release, and a remake of a song done by the Poppies, a song called He's Ready. That was done in 1966 on the Epic record label. And this is their rendition of the tune from November 69. This charted number 72 on Billboard, but a big number 1 record on KONO. KONO in San Antonio, Texas. And this is from November 69, The Spiral Staircase on Columbia with the lead singer Pat Upton. It's called She's Ready. Cover tunes here on the All 60s edition. That song originally done by the Poppies on the Epic record label in 66, called He's Ready. That's She's Ready is done by Pat Upton and the Spiral Staircase, November 1969 on the Columbia record label. The Copyright Police still out in full force here. Will you please leave? Shake like a tree and leave. Yes, as we continue here. And let's go to St. Louis, Missouri with this request for listener Evan Blatt in our YouTube chat room, as This group had a hit in 19. Well, I should say, this was the group's first of three on Ernie and Tony Leaner's Toddlin' Town label, which was out of Chicago, Illinois, and this is by Bull and the Matadors. Bull and the Matadors, and Bull is really James Lafayette. James Lafayette Bull Park. So there you go. I thought it was just James Lafayette. This charted number 39 on So Charlene, that has to be the R&B chart. No, I don't know. You got 39 and then you got 9. So I don't know how to read that. And this was a number one record on KATZ in St. Louis, Missouri. It's from June 68 for Evan Blatt. Bull and the Matadors on Toddlin' Town. The song is called The Funky Judge.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it, Officer Sapper. I didn't do it, His Honor. I didn't do it.
Judge, you so funky. Judge, you so funky. Judge, you so funky. Judge, you so funky.
Now listen, I didn't do it, Your Honor. I didn't do it, Judge.
Judge, you so funky. Judge, you so funky.
Boy, Evan, you're leaning funky tonight is what you are. There you go. That's Bull and the Matadors. That's their first of three on the Toddlin' Town label. From June 1968, The Funky Judge is the name of the tune. Johnny G's your funky DJ here on a Wednesday evening right here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube. And we continue here. Let's go back to Buffalo, New York now. As singer or this musician Blind, his name is Charles Pestello. He first recorded as Charlie Starr, and he would have two releases on the United Artists record label. This tune written by Jimmy Radcliffe and Buddy Scott, produced by Jerry Granahan, and this is on United Artists Records, as I mentioned, from May 1966. Charlie Starr on United Artists. It's called I'm Gonna Find a Cave. May 1966 release there for Charlie Starr with 2 R's on United Artists Records. I'm Gonna Find a Cave is the name of the tune. From the Banana Splits, Mark. You heard that? Did they sing it, those guys? Who were the Banana Splits? I forget who they were, but they are known. They are. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Let's continue here, and let's fill a request for listener Amnon. You all know this girl group from Inkster, Michigan. They're actually the first girl group to sign with Berry Gordy Jr.'s Motown record empire. They would have 24 releases on the Tamla label between 61 and 1972. Amnon requested the B-side of their 4th release. What is this? Beechwood 45789. I think is the A side of the 45, if I'm not mistaken. But this is the flip side. A Holland Dozier, written by Holland Dozier and Freddie Gorman, produced by Brian Holland. This charted number 8 on the R&B chart, number 2 on WUST in Bethesda, Maryland. Let's go to July of 62 for the Marvelettes. This is with Gladys Horton on lead. The Marvelettes on the Tamla label. Someday, Somewhere for Amnon. B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by request for listener M on July 62. The Marvelettes, the flip side of Beechwood 45789. It's called Someday Somewhere with Gladys Horton on lead. Let's do a twin spin on the Marvelettes. This is their 12th release on the Tamla record label. A tune written by Joe Hunter and William Stevenson. This charted number 32 on Billboard, number 11 on the R&B chart, number 3 on WKFR in Battle Creek, Michigan. And this side features Wanda Young Wanda Young on lead. It was her married name, Wanda Young Rogers. This one from May 1965, The Marvelettes. On the Tamla label, it's a twin spin. It's called I'll Keep Holding On. The Marvelettes.
I'll keep on holding on. Oh, yes, I will. I'll keep on holding on. I know that you're the kind of guy. You got too much pride. You're scared to love someone, so you are running high. But each and every day, and each and every way, my love is growing stronger, and I know that you can't hold out much longer. When there's no place left to hide, I'll still be by your side. 'Cause I'll be waiting. Oh yeah, you shown up, looking for a chance to make you mine. Keep on holding on. I know you're bragging to your friends that you can't be called. But baby, you don't know. So it's time that you were taught. So love, you better plan to make your final stand. No matter where you run now, I'll hold on till my will to resist is gone, till I get to where I want to. Better, I'm gonna have to wait. Oh yes, shown up, looking for a chance to make you mine. Keep on holding on. No matter where you run, boy, I'll keep on holding on. No matter where you hide, boy, I'll keep on holding on. Oh, you never get away, boy. I'll keep on holding on.
That is a twin spin on the Marvelettes there, and that one there featuring a Wanda Young on lead, May 65 release. That's their 12th of 24 on the Tamla record label, I'll Keep Holding On. Prior to that, we heard the B-side to Beechwood 45789, a song entitled Someday Somewhere. That one there for listener Mnon. As the copyright police, they will not leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't know, because I betcha $1 bill at the stroke of midnight, if I continue to have that heads up, we detected audio. Heads up, we've detected audio in your stream belonging to someone else. Really, your stream may be temporarily blocked. That's what they're telling your host, Johnny G. But let's see if this has a copyright issue, because it's still on here. Maybe my talking kind of instigates them. But let's go to Newark, New Jersey with this request for listener Jim Lampley. This group recorded 2 for the SkyMac label. They were located at 489 Clinton Avenue in Newark, New Jersey. And Jim Lampley in Texas requested their second, co-written by the lead singer. His name is Benny Turner. We go to 1964 for Benny Turner and the Armorettes on SkyMac Records, and the song is called I Want to Know. As for Jim Lampley in Texas, that could be played on either show. That is like on the cusp. That would work on my vocal group harmony show too toward the end of the program, but I decided to play that here on the All 60s edition. It's from 1964. It's Benny Turner and the Armorettes on the Skymac label. I Want to Know is the name of the tune. I want to know why the Copyright Police, they are not bothering me now. Of course, not on that record, but let's see if they they do something on this record as we go back to Washington, D.C. with this request for listener Adrian Viterbo, as this group recorded for Gene Dozier's DC Sound Ltd label, and it's the debut single for this group, which came out in August of 1968, their first of three for DC Sound Ltd. It features Frankie Carl on lead. This was a number 3 record on KDIA if you were listening in Oakland, California. We go to August of 1968 for Frankie Carl and the Dreams on DC Sound Ltd. This is for Adrian in our YouTube chat room. It's called Don't Be Afraid, parentheses, Do As I Say.
Don't be afraid, do as I say, baby. Don't be afraid, do as I say, baby. Girl, please come closer. Do it, do it. Look me in the eye. Do it, do it. Tell me that you love me more. That goes by. Don't be afraid, do as I say, baby. Don't be afraid, do as I say, baby. Put your arms around me. Do it, do it. Squeeze with all your might. Do it, do it. Pucker your lips and kiss me, girl. Do it, do it. Taste love's pure delight. Don't be afraid, do as I say, baby. Don't be afraid, do as I say, baby. Yeah. Don't be afraid, do as I say, baby. Hold me, hold me, hold me. Don't be afraid, do as I say, baby. Don't be afraid, do as I say, baby. Don't be afraid, do as I say, baby. Don't be afraid, do as I say.
August 1968 release there for Frankie Carl and the Dreams. That's their first of 3 on DC Sound Limited. Don't Be Afraid, parentheses, Do As I Say. That one there by request for Adrian Viterbo. That's what I tell Barbara all the time. Just do what I say. But I'm nice about it. Why don't you? You have to put it in a question, because if you say do this, it becomes like kind of a controlling thing. So it's really how you say it. Sometimes Johnny's a little bit coarse. When I get angry, I am really coarse over the air, because sometimes I just, I'm not good. If I get crossed, I really am a bad person. No, I'm not. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. And this gal goes by the name of Sadina, and she's really a country singer. She's from Marietta, Georgia, and her name was really Priscilla Mitchell, and but this was a number 37 record on WICE in Providence, Rhode Island. But what really caught my eye on this record was that it was arranged by Ray Stevens. I mean, she would later marry Jerry Reed, and she was known for her country duets with like Roy Drewski, etc. But actually, prior to that, she wasn't singing country. She was singing like kind of like cool kind of music. This is her first of two on the Smash label from April 65. Sedina on Smash. It's called I Want That Boy.
There he goes across the street. You know, the boy at school. The one that never says much. So, he turns me on. Yeah.
I want that boy, 'cause he doesn't hang around with the troublemakers and the window breakers and the gangs that roam the town. Oh, I want that boy, 'cause he never do a thing to hurt anybody, 'cause he's not hot, roddy, and he never goes rumbling. Oh, and when I see him walking home alone at night, I wanna hold him tight, 'cause I can see that him and me could share all of eternity. Oh, I want that boy, and he's gonna want me too. When he finds out that I'm the girl who loves him like I do. And when I see him walking home alone at night, I wanna hold him tight, 'cause I can see that him and me could share all of eternity. Oh, I want that boy, and he's gonna want me too. When he finds out that I'm the girl who loves him like I do. Oh, I want that boy. Yeah, I want that boy. Whoa, I want that boy. Yeah, I want that boy.
April 65. What was it? Rob Balboni says maybe a little bit of Shangri-La's influence there. Maybe. Sedina's her name. Her real name, Priscilla Mitchell. That's on the Smash record label. What was that? Her first of two on the Smash label. I Want That Boy. Johnny G will be saying, I want that record. Hopefully, we'll see when I go record hunting on Friday, but let's continue here. We go to this musician, songwriter, and producer and band leader, pianist, born in Mount Pleasant, New York, had releases back in 1955 and 56 for ABC, Paramount Records, Verve, and Mercury, but he did 7 on the Columbia record label. This is his 5th, a song he co-wrote and this one produced by Jimmy the Whiz Wisner. This is arranged by Richard Rome, and this is from January of 69. Let's give a listen to Bobby Scott. Bobby Scott on Columbia Records. It's called Don't Pay Them No Mind. Bobby Scott.
Time they see us walking by, and they're whispering, just makes you feel like you wanna cry. Keep on walking by my side, don't look behind. Oh no, you know I love you. So don't you pay them no mind. say I love you. So don't you pay them no mind. Stay with me and let them see. Let them know that you love me, that you love me. If it's true, who cares what they do? 'Cause I don't need anyone but you. Just you and me. We're going to make it all alone. Let them laugh at us. Child, we're going to build a world all our own. Just keep holding on to me while they're learning time away. That I really love you. So don't you pay them no mind. Oh, don't pay them no mind. Oh, don't you pay them no mind. Don't you pay them no mind.
January 16, what did I say, 69? I can't, I called the eye doctor's office the last 2 days. I had to leave messages. Pisses me off, because I'm going to tell her when I go in to see Dr. London, I'm going to say, you know what? Your admins, they are lousy. You need to let them know. You should. Today, I had an issue with Visa, okay? So, because I have somebody else that has to pay the bills for my parents. I have to go through like a pooled trust. So I sent it to them like on the 21st, and by the time it hit their account, it was supposed to be there by the 28th. Of course, it couldn't get there on a Sunday, the 28th, so they got it on the 29th. So they charged $29 late fee. So I called up, and the guy was really nice. So when you're nice and I ask you if I could do something, and you're very courteous and whatnot, I gave that guy all number ones. I rated them all number ones. But I'm telling you, if I go like I have to shop for my parents, if I go to ShopRite and I get a lousy cashier, boy, am I going to let them have it. I go online and I fill it out. I say, she was horrible and nasty. She shouldn't be dealing with people. I go to the post office here. They're supposed to be courteous. When you deal with people, you got to be courteous. They are not. And I'm going to let them know. But if they're really nice, I let them know. That's what I do. And that's what I did for my staff, the people that worked for me. And I used to make sure that the people that worked for me were, very courteous and whatnot. But anyway, why did I say that? But that was Bobby Scott from January 69. Don't pay them no mind. Yeah, that's what you should do when somebody's not doing their job. That's on the Columbia record label. You all know this next girl group. They're from the Bronx, New York. They formed while they were in high school. They signed with Laurie Records in late 1962. They would have a number one record right out of the box. It was a hit, their debut single. It was called He's So Fine, but they were about 20 releases on the Laurie label. This is their 9th. This charted number 76 on Cashbox, 49 on Billboard, a big number one record on WKNR in the Detroit, Dearborn, Michigan area. It features Sylvia Peterson on lead. Let's go to April 1965. Give a listen to the Chiffons. The Chiffons on the Laurie label. It's called Nobody Knows What's Going On in My Mind But Me. The Chiffons.
Nobody knows what's going on in my mind but me. Nobody knows what's going on in my mind but me. Nobody knows what's going on in my mind but me. And I love him. And I love him.
April 65 release there for the Chiffons. The Chiffons on the Lori label. That's their 9th release. Nobody knows what's going on, parentheses, in my mind but me. And you know, that was released with 2 different flip sides. The true first press of this has a song called The Real Thing as the first press. This is the second press. It has Did You Ever Go Steady as the flip side, which was a flip side, I think, of an earlier release by the Chiffons. A couple more 45s to go here. Johnny G is beat. Tomorrow I got another show coming up at 1 o'clock. We do the 1957 countdown of Relic Survey as voted by collectors. So that is tomorrow beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, right here only on YouTube. But we are on Oldies and More Radio and YouTube, broadcasting simultaneously. Again, if you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And up next, this singer, born in Grossback, Texas. He was first in a group called the Celebrities. His name, Clay Hammond, and he was the founding member of a gospel group called the Mighty Clouds of Joy, which included Little Johnny Taylor, who would record Clay's song Part-Time Love. That was in 1963 on the Galaxy record label. Now, Clay's younger brother, Walter, was also a member of the Olympics. Now, Clay went on to have a number of soul releases on Galaxy, Duo Disc, Liberty, Keyman, Kent, and Stan Lewis's Ron label out of Shreveport, Louisiana. And this is a song he wrote together with label owner Stan Lewis. And this is from September of 1970, a touch of the 70s. Clay Hammond on Ron Records. It's called You Throughout Your Lifeline.
Out your lifeline, and baby, rescue me. Yes, you did. Out your lifeline, and baby, rescue me. Whoa, I was in a shipwreck out in the deep blue sea. I couldn't swim, and you came along. I declare you rescued me. So glad you threw out your lifeline, and baby, rescue me. Yes, you did. You threw out your lifeline, and baby, rescue me. The police caught me doing wrong. You know they put me in jail. You made me feel so doggone good when you turned down and went my bed. So glad you threw out your lifeline, and baby, rescue me. Yes, you did. You threw out your lifeline, and baby, rescue me. Now, girl, you don't have much beauty, but beauty is only skin deep. I can't leave you for another, 'cause you always rescue me. So glad you threw out your lifeline. Yes, you did.
touch of the 70s here as we close down here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That's Mr. Clay Hammond. Clay Hammond on the Ron record label from September 1970. You Threw Out Your Lifeline. Well, Johnny G's throwing out my lifeline. That's going to do it for the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool 45s out of my collection. If you want to get in touch with me, you can send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the email to send me for your requests for either this show, this Wednesday night show, or also the Saturday night show. And if I have the 45, I'll play it for you. If not, I'll look for it. Going to look for some 45s on Monday. Maybe I'll find them, maybe I won't. But that's also for any other things you might want to do. Disc jockeys love to get emails, and Johnny G does get a lot of emails from you, the listeners. Thank you all for that. It's so much appreciated, all your kind words about the program and for being loyal listeners here to the program. Thank you all for that, because this is really the only time I get to hear my records. I rarely get a chance to sit back and dance with Barbara to my 45s. That doesn't happen anymore. So this is the time I get to enjoy it. So thank you all for that. So I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. I enjoy bringing it to you each and every week right here on Oldies and More Radio, also on YouTube. If the copyright police would leave me alone, they were hanging around for a while tonight. But anyway, thank you all. And if this show gets blocked, you can always go to vinyltreasures.net. And thank you, Steve, for posting that show. I forget on what my shows on what website it was. I think he told me he put 570 shows or something on there. I don't know, something like that. It took 24 hours. I don't know. Well, thank you for that anyway. But anyway, I'll be back tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern Time as we continue with the countdown of the Relic Survey, records from the year 1957 as voted by collectors. And we're starting to get into the meat of the records, so there's a lot of good records that'll be coming up. And then I'll be here Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 to midnight, for the big 50s and early 60s show. Lots of vocal group harmony on that show. And then we'll be back here on next Wednesday. That's not, wait, today is yesterday was the 7th. So wait a minute. That'll be after Valentine's Day. I don't even know what I'm doing for Valentine's Day. But anyway, thank you all. And we're going to close the show tonight with a request for listener Edmund Williams. I lost my place here. No, because it's at the top of the page. This is a request for listener Edmund Williams. This singer, originally from Rogers, Texas, born Joseph Arrington Jr., but you know him as Joe Tex. He signed with Sid Nathan's King Records back in 1955. He's got lots of some cool records on King Records, and also on Ace. Has other releases followed on Anna, Jalen, and in 1961 he signed with Buddy Killen's Dial record label. So if you collect Joe Tex on the Dial label, you better leave a lot in the box, because he's got a lot of room in the box. He's got 55 releases on the Dial label through 1979. Now, Edmund requested his 15th. It's a song he wrote, and it charted. This is actually a hit that we're closing with. It was number 23 on Billboard, number 1 on the Billboard R&B chart, number 1 on KATZ in St. Louis, Missouri. So it's from July 65. Joe Tex on the Dial label is our closer. It's called I Want to Do, parentheses, Do Everything for You. And that's what I do is for you, the listeners, as far as music goes. So thank you all for being here. Thank you, Charlene, again for all your help. And I'll be here tomorrow afternoon, and I'll be here next week to see you along here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Everybody stay well, be good, and take care. Just want to say, everybody, so long for Edmund.
I want to hold you in my arms till you say, turn you loose. I want to do little things for you till you say, it ain't no use. I want to wake you every morning with a good morning kiss. I want to kiss you to sleep the same way, 'cause I know you like this. I want to do everything for you, 'cause that's all that a man can do when he loves a woman like I love you. And I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Ooh, I love you. I want to say sweet things to you till you say I've said enough. I want to stand right by your side when the going gets tough. I want to mend your broken heart till you say the hurt is gone. I want to stay with you always so that you won't be alone.